And we are back. In the last video, we covered Dan's normals. In this one, we are going to be going over his specials. So with that being said, let's go ahead and begin. Starting with his Godoken. Not much of a difference from afar. Of course, it's the same comical range. Won't really fare well with Fireball Wars. It's kind of more decent as a poke, as always. Up close, there is a difference now. The Godoken, despite the range or the strength that you use, they do lesser damage. All of it does 50 damage. EX version, just a little more, but not much, only 80 damage. If I'm not mistaken, it does less damage anyway. Moving on to his Dan kicks. Dan knee, the move that you all love to hate. Still as it always is, quick hop. Still pressure your enemies with it. The big difference is the medium and if you do medium and fierce Dan kicks, however, you'll notice he has an arc. Does that arc look familiar to y'all? Yes, if you called it or if you guessed it, then it's the same arc he had from the Alpha series as well as Capcom for the SNK2. Personally, I preferred that arc rather than him just doing Dan kicks in a straight line for some odd reason. But I just like this version better, way better. It's like pays a nice homage to how he had it in the past, which is cool. Next up, we have his Koryuken. They have increased the range of his Koryuken. He's got more range out of that now, which is pretty sweet. That's the light. This is the medium. This is the heavy. And of course you have the X. They all do their respective damage. Light is 130. Medium 140. Heavy 150. And then, the EX is 170. So that takes care of the Koryuken. Next up we have, silly me, I didn't show y'all the EX Dan kicks. EX Dan kicks, 180 up close. Hits slower, but it still comes out quick like it always does. The air version of EX Dan kicks, however, come down on a bit of a dive kick, and then you land 3 hits and then knock your opponent down. I think it's this could make for an interesting way to get it on your opponent. Maybe another option to get it in or jumping in or whatever if you guess right, or if you don't jump in stupid, by the way. If you earn to jump in, maybe you can kind of fool your opponent with how you're going to approach them rather than just simply jump in, maybe surprise them with this. They might get thrown off by the timing. So, those are EX ground and EX air Dan kicks. Dan kicks in the air is pretty much the same thing, Now moving on to his new stuff, his new moves. Introducing the Dan Reskin, the Don Reskin, or whatever. It's like Don Reskin from Takuma, the SNK series, but this is Dan here, and he's a parody of that, so he got to put in his own flair. This is the light. That's the medium. This is the fierce. And here is his EX version, which you can follow up with EX Dan kicks on the ground, which is pretty nice. I think you can also follow it up with Ultra 2, I think you might have to use Meter for it. Like FADC it. I don't know if it's going to connect. My timing's bad, sorry. But you get the idea. You can follow up after the EX Don Reskin, sorry. Let's see. Next up, they put in his command grab. If you haven't noticed, Dan had an unused animation which was a command grab, but it was never put in the game. Omega seemed like the perfect opportunity to put it in, so I'm glad that they got it in here. The notation is weird. You have to quarter circle, no, not quarter circle, half circle forward to up forward and kick. And all the light, medium, and the heavy version They all do the same damage of 170. The EX version, however, just, you know, a tad more damage. 2 hits, 180 damage. But I like how he styles on you, like when he steps on you. I think that's so boss. Moving on, we have, I believe, one more move. But I need to set the dummy to attack. Nope. Record. Let's see. Okay. Just a simple attack. We'll try the Kadoken, just to give an example. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, start this. There we go. Sorry about that delay. Let's. Dan has push block, also called Psycho Defense. As you block, press 3 punches, he will push himself back instead of the opponent. Interesting thing about it, I think the first hit, you push back, and I don't think you take damage. The second hit, well, you do take that. You take damage after the block, but you push back. The second hit, you can absorb it, I think. Yeah, you can absorb it, and then a hit after that, it pretty much gets you hit. So once again, for the land that push block, just press 3 punches after a block. With that being said, that will take care of all of Dan's specials. Next video is going to cover his super, so stay tuned.